Friends, today I want to talk to you about news that has shaken Can Yaman's followers. For years, he was one of Turkey's most admired actors. Charismatic, talented, close to people, visiting hospitals, and spreading smiles. He was the symbol of a strong, disciplined young man, a sports lover, and a role model for millions. But that man seems to have vanished. What we see now is very different. Can appears irritable, arrogant, surrounded by people who add nothing to his career, and many believe that the influence of a woman outside the artistic world has played a key role in this decline. She, without training or acting experience, has taken a central place in his life, despite the disapproval of even his family. His mother, always protective, never accepted this relationship. Can's career, which took off with Early Bird and continued in Italy with international projects such as Sandokan and El Turco, seemed destined for greatness. But recent years have been marked by poor choices, mediocre productions, and personal scandals. Bar fights, romances exposed on social networks, and controversies that extinguished his creative energy. Even his style, once elegant and magnetic, now reflects inner turmoil. At the center of this story is Sarah Bluma, a name everyone knows, and who, according to many, has distanced Can from his true essence rather than supporting him. Examples of talents destroyed by bad company abound in art and sport, and no one would have imagined Can falling into that pattern. The saddest part is the disappointment of his fans. Those who once saw him as a role model now see a path filled with chaos, arrogance, and poor decisions. His spontaneity, that genuine smile that captivated everyone, has turned into gestures of arrogance and vulgar statements that circulate on social networks as ridicule. Still, there is hope. Can has the intelligence, charisma, and discipline to rise again. But he must open his eyes, step away from those dragging him down, and recover the authenticity that once made him great. His fans are asking him loudly, "Wake up, Can! We don't want to lose you." Loving an actor doesn't mean owning his heart. His story with Demet was beautiful, but it was a chapter. It's not fair to condemn everything that followed just because it doesn't match a fantasy. Sometimes I wonder how Demet Özdemir remains so calm amid so many rumors and harsh judgments. Every week, new gossip, fake pregnancies, fame chasing, manipulating Can. And yet, she moves forward, working, smiling, forging her path. People talk about her like they know her. Some call her cold. Others say she left Can shamelessly. Some claim she never loved him. Others say he left her without an explanation. But who really knows what happens behind closed doors? I don't see Demet as a villain or a victim. I see a woman who chose for herself, even if those choices weren't popular. Maybe she made mistakes, maybe she hurt someone, but she had the courage to leave when she felt it wasn't right anymore. That takes strength. Demet is strong. She doesn't need scandal to shine. She has presence, talent, and real connection with her audience. She didn't run after Can. She didn't beg for love. She simply moved on. In a world where women are expected to smile even when they're broken inside, Demet chose dignity. She's shown herself to be complex, fragile, yet determined. She's decided when to speak and when to stay silent. That too is self-love. She didn't destroy a love story. She just chose not to stay trapped in one that no longer belonged to her. There's something about Demet Özdemir that always leaves me conflicted. On one hand, she's a strong, independent woman who's built a name for herself in a ruthless world. On the other hand, I can't help but feel she's fueled the same system that now devours her. Her overly polished and exposed image has created a wall of distrust. And how could it not? When someone shows everything, literally and symbolically, you start to wonder what's really behind it. Many say she ruined Can Yaman's career. I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe her presence marked a turning point in his life, and not for the better. What looked like a love story turned into an uncomfortable show where nothing felt genuine. Can changed after her, becoming more aggressive, more reactive, more focused on appearances than inner peace. Meanwhile, Demet has kept curating her public image with what many see as a hollow strategy: magazine covers, red carpets, staged poses. Some say she behaves more like a character than a real woman. And when criticized, the defense is always the same: misogyny. But freedom isn't the same as provocation or overexposure. Being free means being consistent and having dignity. Can's family, deeply traditional and value-driven, never accepted her. Was that their fault or hers? Some say if Demet had shown more respect for privacy or had a different attitude, things might have turned out differently. I believe that. Because in a family where honor matters, fame isn't enough. You need humility. And that can't be faked. I feel that in trying so hard to shine, Demet has lost her essence. The one that once captivated audiences, and maybe even can. Now she seems more concerned with public opinion than with being herself. She's stuck in an image that no longer fits her, and she doesn't want to let it go. I say this with no joy. On the contrary, I'd love to see her reconnect with truth, with depth, with things that don't need constant validation. Because if she keeps going this way, she'll end up alone, surrounded by lights, but empty of real connections. And when the lights go out, only the echo will remain of what she was, but couldn't hold on to.